Somebody help.
What's up, everybody? It's Mondays with MAZUR without Tony MAZUR. He's not here yet. He's dealing with something, but he's on his way. But I want to go on time. I don't make the audience wait. I'm punctual. That's the only good quality about me is I'm punctual. I'm on time. It is Monday, May 1st, 2023. Mondays with MAZUR. We just got done watching MLC, and boy, was it a snooze fest over there. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's watching two 6-year-olds just attack me viciously, say the nastiest things ever about my mother, my stepfather, because Gina Levy recklessly just assumed I said something bad about her famous daughter. She just ran with it. And then Bob doubled down after. It just shows you Bob Levy's so full of shit. Today he's saying I wasn't funny. 2 weeks ago, he's just talking about how great I was for the show. Bob's calling me a loser.
Realize what a piece of shit you are and how you'll turn on them in a second because you are a fucking loser. You're a fucking loser.
Bob's talking about me.
You're a fucking loser.
Say it one more time.
Go ahead.
Wow. I'm glad we got that.
Dude, I've been friends with Florentine for going on almost 20 years at this point. Same with Godfrey.
On the fucking show. Like a fucking idiot.
So, Bob, you're the one who thinks I'm a loser now. You're the one who thinks I'm a loser now because I don't want you to puppeteer me and put up with your bullshit. This is pretty much MLC all over again. I'm just waiting for Tony. Tell people in the chat to come over if you guys can do me a favor because they're going to wrap it up here.
Play that if he tries to buy a gun.
Don't talk about him. I don't want to fucking, but he's fucking.
Tony's late.
Anyway, great ending to a great show. You guys are we got the best fans ever. I'm indebted to you literally for the rest of my life because for you guys stepping up and fucking showing Chad that like the fans, like the fucked up thing is the fans just want a good show.
Yeah, no,
so
I know.
That's what they want.
And you don't put a good show on.
Keep the show together. Chad's trying to fucking tear it apart. And the fans like the fact that the show's at 4:00 every day, and they also understand like
tell the fans what they
I'm not a
tell.
great guy, but Bob is. So and Chad's a piece of shit. So you guys, the fans are voting, and they're voting.
Chad's handicap.
And I
he never hit over 900 views a day.
Truly appreciate it.
Bringing up someone's more famous is off limits. Odd. She literally has 10 million followers. She's verified on every account. She's 19.
Is that like what you like? That is
all right, everybody. Fantastic. We'll see you tomorrow at 4. God bless. Thanks, Adam.
Come on over here, guys. All right. Well, that was that. Come on over, guys. Welcome to Mondays with MAZUR without Tony MAZUR. Where's Tony MAZUR on your show? Tony, this is your show, and you're not on your show. Well, it's good to see two 60-year-olds talking about how much of a loser I am. That was fantastic radio. And Bob showing his true colors like I always knew. Like I always knew who he was. And he showed it. He's showing it. The stuff he was saying to me was not true. He was trying to make me into a clown. He was trying to put me into a dunk tank. He was trying to control me. And I saw his wife turn on me viciously because some fucking anonymous nobody on Twitter said I was saying shit about her daughter. Bob, you should be apologizing to me, motherfucker, for this. This is disgusting. My mother was a weak, nasty whore. That's who I'm dealing with. This is why I know you guys. I don't need any of you. I don't. That's why I keep my circle tight, because of people like you, grifters. Steve C. Bob called Tony and told him he had to cut ties with you. I'm not surprised if he did. I'm sure. I know Bob talked to Shuley. I know he talked to Joe. He's trying to he's trying to torture me, and it's not working. It's not working, dude. Steel Toe was on this morning. You know, him saying after his 7th time, he's out of the Chad business. He's washing his hands with me. I'm done with this guy. We're out of the Dabbleverse. We don't deal with this. We're not drama. We do a show. We got topics. And this is what he come up with. I was saving this for Tony, but I could pull it up without him. I don't need Tony for Mondays with Mazur. I don't need anybody. Bob is a nasty, nasty old man. He really is. Just a nasty dude. Fucking pretender. Joe Matarese had a podcast called Pretender to Contender. He's just a pretender. Red Honda, $2. Bob Levy said you just called him and to threaten him. No, I said I never called him. I changed my number, by the way, so none of these fucks can get a hold of me at this point. So from Ski Mask getting me banned from that. By the way, Ski Mask did get me banned from the Bahamas, like that club. They're not going to book me because of all that chaos he caused last year. So they're not booking me anymore. It's a good paying gig. Trip to the Bahamas. You're in a resort. But because of Ski Mask's bullshit, they're not booking me. Chad's handicap fan, $1.99. She gets way worse trolls on Twitter than MLC fans. Are you talking about Bob's stepdaughter? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mention that. The famous stepdaughter with 10 million followers who Ariana Grande knows about. Okay. But let's talk about my dead mom who died from breast cancer. Okay. So Steel Toe, let's get back to this. Oops. Hold on. God damn it. I was supposed to have a producer today, May 1st, but Bob talked him out of it. He was so caring. He talked Shuley's producers out of a paying gig. Denied them opportunity for a better show. I just signed up for Tony's Patreon, and he can't even show up for this. Someone's doing well. MLC fans love the Big Bang Theory. I don't know. Sign up to my Patreon, guys. Why not? Let's do it. Let's sign up to mine over here. We almost hit 500 viewers today on the other channel. That was great, guys. Thank you so much. This guy's new. Well, where is he? M. Bezler, $10. Chad, what if Kevin Brennan has been calling you and wants you back on? Maybe he's mad you aren't answering, and that's why he's being a fool. No, he has my number blocked, and I have a new number, so there's no way he's calling. There's no way. Listen, I know Kevin better than anybody. He's an egomaniac. He's stubborn. He's an alcoholic when it comes to numbers and money. He's like an alcoholic for money. He doesn't want me there. He didn't want me there, and I know he didn't. And Bob was just fucking with me. So go get everybody. Steel Toe, go get Kumia. Have a bunch of 6-year-olds shit on me. Go get Carl. It's just like, it's lame. Go do your pile-on. I've been in way worse pile-ons. That's nothing. Nothing at all. Ariana Grande told Paige to be herself. See, I mean, it's just like, what are we doing here? Honestly, Bob, you and Gino owe me an apology. You really do for what happened. If you're watching right now, Bob, you owe me an apology. You really do for what Gina said to me. I didn't do anything. I didn't say anything. Yesterday on Cucks, I did. Yesterday on Cucks, I called. Yeah, I went off because of what Gina fucking said about my mom. You're not good people. You're not. You could say all this shitty stuff about me, but you're not a good guy. You showed your colors today on the show. I said, that's who you are. That's who you are. Now let's listen to Steel Toe. This guy, speaking of bullshitters and manipulators, I don't know if Steel Toe honestly believes this. I mean, I'm really like kind of clueless here. Like I really think he thinks that he's the reason why I'm off MLC. He's the reason why he warned, but like this was he's trying to spin it that I was the blowback that he threatened Bob with. Well, just watch this guy. Let's just take a look. I teased it earlier, so here we go.
We realized we kind of saw the game. Like once it got to families and kids and shit like that, we were like, oh, these people are desperate and they don't have anything but this. Right. Whereas we do a whole show that when we talk about these people, we have to take an entire break from our show.
This guy's unbelievable.
So, and I have to knock over my beer can.
One beer, man.
One beer, and I'm
falling apart.
So, Carl.
Johnny is a Muppet.
Did I guess a Chad thing?
Yeah.
And you watched it and you said it was fantastic.
Johnny Crutch he sounds and looks like a Muppet from Jim Henson.
And I used pretty much clips of Chad in that to talk about this stuff, because I couldn't find the.
Why does everybody in Minnesota have a weird voice?
But I repeatedly pointed out that it was Kevin's. I didn't air a lot of their stuff.
Just noises.
That was pretty brutal.
Just
that was
noises over
Even
there.
Carl
Steel
at the
Toe
end said like, we got to take a break from this guy.
This
like,
is just getting sad.
It's getting sad. Well, then yesterday he.
Why don't you guys take a break then? Let's get the Tampa papers.
He decided to start talking about Gina Levy, Bob Levy's wife.
That'll go well.
Gina Levy's daughter.
Explain the real story, would you? Would you? Someone sent me a super chat. I read it, and I go, I heard she's hot. I heard she looks like Ariana Grande. I want to jerk off to her. Whoa, out of line. And then Gina Levy went nuclear on me on Twitter. So don't manipulate like Kevin was doing today on the show. You got to be honest when you tell these stories, Steel Toe. I know you don't have it in you. So keep pandering to the Levys now, because this isn't going to end well for you either. Natty Ann, $4.99. I have a lump on my breast, going to get it checked. Always examine yourself. What's with this poor girl with her period for 3 weeks? A lump? She's dying in front of us. It's not good.
Who apparently has an OnlyFans and I guess is pretty popular. And he started putting pictures out.
Pretty popular.
Calling her off.
Pretty popular. She's famous. I think she's pretty popular. She's fucking famous. Verified social media accounts. Wikipedia. 10 million followers. Making a shitload in cash, you dummy.
Whore, and telling Gina she's failed as a mother.
I did say that yesterday.
And I will say this. Everyone on Bob's timeline, everyone on Gina's timeline.
I did that in retaliation for what she said about my mother.
Timeline was clutching their pearls, and they were so upset, and they were so mad.
Jules
and I'm
David!
like, guys, isn't this the shit that when it happened to my children, who are
funny?
Who are minors, by the way?
Steel Toe, what did I say bad about your kids? Just please find the video and audio. I went to Ashley LaRue's website for her book, to buy her book, and your family was there, and that was it. I go, oh, these must be Aaron's kids. You're such a liar. I'm tired of all you liars online. JD Jules David is just making it hail over here with the he gets 3 in a row. Oh, guys, look who decided to show up to his own fucking show, everybody. Look who decided to show up to his own show. It's Tony Mazur, everyone. Welcome.
Christ.
Welcome to your own show.
Hi, everybody.
What the hell? Where were you?
I had to deal with the flat tire and dealing with dealing with insurance. And they're like, we don't know where your policy is. I'm like, you're taking $97 fucking out of my account every month. Where the fuck is my policy? So,
whoa.
Yeah, I'm mud sharking today. I'm coming in hot.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I heard you earlier. You came in pretty hot yourself, and at the 4:00 show.
Oh, with Steel Toe?
No, not with Steel Toe. With a certain other show that starts with an M.
Oh yeah, my hit show, Mud Shark Loves Miseries, weekdays 4:00, Fridays at 5. And it's funny to watch 2 60-year-old men scream about me and lie. It's just fucking great. It's like I'm breaking the guys. I mean, it's what's that?
It was pretty incredible. So yeah, a couple of things before we get started. Brad Thacker, who is this cunt? Who is this absolute fucking cunt who's coming after me now? I know he has had a problem with you, but who is this fucking pissant? I'd love to fucking crush right now.
He's a former comic who has serious mental issues. I met him like in 2011. I did a gig with Florentine. We did one gig, and he's not a good comic. He was not bad. He's very bitter. He smokes weed all day long, and he's obsessed with me. Obsessed. And he just won't go away. He won't.
Yeah.
Like, I have him blocked. I don't follow him. I don't look at his shit, but he contacts everybody that might have a problem with me. Right now, he's contacting Bob. He's contacting Joe Howard. Joe Howard and I are fine, but he's contacted everybody. He sends things. He pretends like we had this like strong friendship, this bond. We just knew each other.
Yeah.
That's it. So what is he doing to you?
He was coming out, because obviously he hates you. So now he's coming after me by proxy, and like he's insulting me, and I'm like, I don't know who you are. He's like, oh, you know who I am. You brought me on stage one time. I did.
He smokes weed so much he doesn't know what the reality is. He told somebody that I've known him for 20 years. And I'm like, dude, we're not that tight. That guy's just. My advice is block him and ignore him. And
I don't block these people because then they feel like they got a win, like they got one over on me. I don't even mute them. I just ignore them.
I block them. If they're in the way,
I ignore them. But he's coming after me, and then he's like, well, talk to me. You're just an MC. Talk to me when you've opened for Dave Chappelle and Mitch Hedberg. I'm like, you're going to mention that you opened for Mitch Hedberg's been dead for 20 years now.
Brad Thacker hasn't been in comedy since like 2013. He's gone. He's not even in the business. No one talks about him. I mean, Dave Stroop doesn't fuck with him. Like, he doesn't work. It's like, go away, dude. It's over, man. Go to your
I told him, I said, I'll MC for you next time you do stand up when you go to the Funny Bone. Oh, wait, that's right. You're banned from the Funny Bones.
Yeah, he's garbage. In fact, that you gave him this platform right now bothers me because Brad, if you're listening, honestly, there's no me
listening.
and you.
That's why I'm bringing it up. He's listening right now.
There's no me and you. We're not a thing. I don't think about you. Your obsession with me is very weird. It's not healthy. And I don't care what you do in your life. You were coming at me during a weird period of my life when I was going through a tough time, and I kind of lost it. But as of right now, I don't care about you at all.
No.
I don't. I mean, you really, honestly, I don't even know how to.
I just had to bring that up because I don't usually do my mud sharking thing, but I had to come out and talk about something. I did like the heel turn that you had Gino on yesterday on the show, and then Gino
that wasn't planned. That wasn't planned at all. By the way, that was just he super chatted me on Friday. I said, I'll think about it. Then he was in the chat, and I said, why not? Let's hear what he has to say. And it turned out to be, pretty good. It's fine. Will I be hanging out with Gino? Who knows? But let's bring this up. Speaking of which, because this was actually Zen producer's idea. She wants to get your feedback on this. Who's in the background?
That's my wife's on the phone.
Oh, very professional.
Yes, exactly. Where it's what happens when you have a 2-bedroom apartment.
All right.
It's Ian Fidance.
Yeah. I don't have Bob saying like I have a shit place. My place is way better than Kevin's was in Jersey City, and I live in a better neighborhood. So Gino jumps on the show,
and
then you kind of come up in the super chats, and this is what Gino says, and I want to get your response.
Okay.
The minorities, these people, and by the way, Tony MAZUR, I didn't get him fired. Stop with that fucking lie. And MAZUR, there's a clip of him screaming that I was at a fucking AC comedy club screaming the N-word. I don't think I can be friends with Tony anymore because he's another fucking liar like the MLC thing. And this is where he fucked up. He's like, well, you know what? This lying shit works, so let me get on board on that. You fucked up, Tony MAZUR. You fucked up. And I know that's not Tony MAZUR because I respect Tony enough to know that Tony MAZUR wouldn't use a fucking picture like that. And Jules David, I'll say again, is the fucking champ, not the South Jersey tag.
That's about it. Yeah. So first I'll address the photo. That's an old headshot that I had from 2010. I don't know why it keeps popping up on my Google. So I got to change that. Second of all, as I've said many times, I don't blame what happened with Gino. In fact, I'm going to say this to Gino: when you dip your toe in the river of iniquity, whatever he says, it's been a blessing, to be honest. It's weird to say that, but I'm glad to be out of radio. I'm glad to stop making $27,500 a year. I make way more money than that working in the trades. It's wonderful. So Gino coming on my podcast is actually the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I'll say that to you right now.
Oh.
Third, the thing is, and I like Gino,
Kafer. Right.
Gino did do that. I don't know where I said that on any podcast, but there was people were talking, what people who work at Compound, people who don't work at Compound. He's there now again, Gino's not calling black people the N-word. He's saying it because it's like a preposition or it's a consonant or a conjunction junction. And he was drunk at the AC Comedy Club and was saying it. And a lot of people said they were very uncomfortable by it. And I don't know, I don't remember saying it on a podcast, but I'm going to stand by it. So I'm not lying. I mean, unless you want to say that everybody else there that heard it was just lying and they're like, well, we just want to get Gino in trouble. Nah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only reason I want to have Gino on is just because it drives Kevin insane. And if you saw Bob Levy and Kevin today on their show, I mean, they're losing it. They're fucking losing it. They're out of their minds. I mean, it's just fucking crazy. And if they're going to try to get this pile on going, good luck, dude. Good luck. Have fun.
Do you want me to talk to Bob? I talk to Bob. I'm going to Pottstown in a couple of weeks, so you know, I'll smooth things over a little. It'll be just like when you were married, just like when you first married.
But Tony, like you remember, I told you that like Gina Levy just went nuclear on me on just some fucking troll on Twitter, giving her bad information. And then like, how am I supposed to come back? What am I supposed to do when they won't even apologize?
Yeah, it's I see. Here's the thing: is I'm very agnostic when it comes to the podcast wars. There you go, Ken Mosca.
Ken Mosca, this is exhausting. I can't keep up. $9.99. Ken Mosca.
Ken, I'm going to call you. Maybe not tonight. Maybe I'll give you a call tomorrow. I'm going to try to meet up with you when I go over towards the East Coast. But the whole podcast wars thing, it's been so crazy, and I've been following along. I know you've been snipe watching or snipe watching their show, and I'm watching your show, snipe watching theirs. It's interesting, and here's the thing: I've been getting messages from people saying, "Dude, what do you think about this? Should you back away for the betterment of your career?" And I'm like, first of all, what career do I have? What career do I have? It's like I'm here. It's like here's the thing. I said it on my show, my Patreon at patreon.com/Tony Mazur. I said my whole thing is that I am loyal to you because not only because you've given me stage time, you've helped me out, but we're also friends. We've known each other for the better part of a decade now, or actually longer than that, and been friends for a decade. And I am not somebody who abandons friends because they go through a bad situation or any type of situation. So, you know, like I always say, if this means that Gino doesn't have me on In Hot Water, or if I'm no longer on Misery Loves Company as a guest, okay, that's fine. It's a question of loyalty, and I'm loyal to you. It's just what it is.
Okay, let me read this from Dr. Chow. He's a member. If you want a membership, please sign up, and you can gift them. They're $4.99, and you get the latest Mudshark Loves Misery that's up there now. Dr. Chow says at the end of MLC, Bob pretended to answer the phone and said it was Chad, threatened him, and then Ray and Kevin acted scared. What a fuck! Now he's doing the pro wrestling shit. He's such a fucking hack. Yeah, you say I lie, you have zero credibility if that's true. I'm not gonna run with it recklessly like you fucks, but if I find out that's true, that's just gay. Good job, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. It's interesting because by
the way, anytime Bob tells me to go kill myself or tells me to go hang myself or put a bullet in my mouth, report Kevin's channel, teach him a fucking lesson. That's just so fucking mean on every level. Go ahead.
Well, because that's the thing was when they're mad that you're attacking Bob's stepdaughter. And you're saying, you're like, wait a second, on New Year's Eve while you were drinking, and you said that this is it, I'm not going to drink in 2023. And didn't Bob say that if you drink in 2023, I will get a picture of your mom and come all over it.
Yeah.
Isn't that what he said?
For months, for weeks, every day he would say it. Mail me a picture of your mom when she was 20 so I can come on it. And then somebody's in my super chat during the hype train. They said something about Bob's daughter. Nothing bad. And I go, I heard she's hot. She looks like Ariana Grande. Send me a photo. I want to jerk off. I didn't say anything about OnlyFans. I didn't say about anything. And then fucking Gina Levy comes out back with this tweet right here. I will let it go because Chad was abused viciously as a child. First of all, that's just mean. As a mother or as a parent, just his mother sat by and watched to save her own selfish, lazy ass. This is not his fault. His mother was a nasty, weak, nasty whore. So what am I supposed to do? Just take... You guys aren't good people. And then, Bob, you come on and you say you double down on that? Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Man, this is...
You're ruining Mondays with MAZUR.
That's right. We could be talking about steel toe right now.
I want to. I'm trying to get the steel toe.
Well, what's interesting about this, because, again, I know people are like, should I, me personally, should I stay away from all of this? Am I like, should I be caught up in this? Because the thing is, I've known Bob, Kevin, all this. I hate being like a fence sitter, although I will say Ray didn't provide a lot in the podcast today.
No, they haven't hit over 900 views. It's like, it's ridiculous. And I'm making more off his show watching it, and I can mute him when I want, and I can just do whatever I want. If I'm bored, I'll do a hype train. I'll just find things to do.
Yeah. And by the way, Dabbler Juan, he blocked me on Twitter because he says that I am mispronouncing my last name.
What?
He said that I'm not doing the Polish version of my name. It's like, it's supposed to be Mazur. And I'm like, yeah, no, in America, we call it MAZUR. We've done it for the better part of a century. This is the Americanized version of it.
Yeah,
I'm not fresh off the boat from Krakow for Warsaw.
Yeah, everyone always says sit down Zumak, right? But the real is
sit down Zumak.
According to my friend in the 7th grade.
Like, is it a shortened version, or is this like, is there a town in Poland or something that's named after that?
I need to do 23andMe or something because I want to look into all of it. Alex Watts, Chris Watts' brother, from the guy who murdered his family. True story. Gina sounds like the vicious one to me. Yeah, I'm not fucking with the Levy family. They're not. I don't want to be a part of it. No community with me. I don't want to be in their community. I don't want to be around them. Steve C, $5. Gina's didn't type that. It was Bob on her Twitter. That's why she closed her account. Her and Bob got into a fight over all this. Is that true? All right.
I know she locked the account. It's a locked account right now.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Anyway, so all this is going on. I leave at MLC. I do the drunk show. It was a shit show, and I'm not going to do it again. But then Steel Toe goes on his show this morning and claims that this is his victory. This was the major blowback that he pretends that he sent Bob. He's trying to twist it to his audience. And I really do think he believes in his own head that this was the blowback he was talking, that I was going to go crazy and quit the show. Meanwhile, Kevin kicked me off the show after we accused of 2 days a week. So this is another internet bullshit. Did Chad address the harassment restraining order from Ashley? That's not true. That's a lie.
Yeah.
But run with it, guys. Have fun with that. So this is him talking to his Muppet co-host who's dying of MS.
When this happened, you guys went, it's all part of the shtick. It's all part. It's fine.
It's a radio bit. He's doing it for ratings.
Oh, he's doing a whack bit.
There's nothing likable about this guy. The way he looks, the way he talks, the way he moves.
Is that an iron-on T-shirt he has?
Yes, and he sells it. And he won't. It's such a grift.
It's good for 2 washes.
It's a grift on every level. I mean, it's just, I have my merch and it's quality shit. And I'm not making a huge profit from it, but because I want people to like it and I don't want it to fucking fall apart on them.
Oh, you said merch, not mersh.
Mersh. Yeah, now this mersh guys want it. I told him, I'm at the Tampa Improv yesterday with Godfrey. Come to Ybor City. Come. And he never did. So, and then the Seal Toe.
Bob, Kevin, Shuli. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave Kevin out of this because Kevin didn't do that. Kevin just thinks I'm gay and shitty and stupid.
Yeah.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with thinking Steel Toe sucks and he's gay and he likes Gino. That's totally
It's a
fair.
terrible
That's
impression.
not true.
We hate Gino.
I'm fair game. So I said, well, I object to the family shit. So I'm going to tap out of this. If you think that's a win for you, then I tell you what, baby boy, you take your win. You be
He
happy.
always calls everyone baby boy and sweetie and sweetheart.
An autist.
Everyone got mad at me for it. They're like, how can you do that? I'm like, you hate my guts. You think I'm the worst guy ever. You think my show's terrible. I'm handing you your victory. Take it. Take your W.
And let me remind you, Tony, this is like the 7th time he says he's out of the Chad Zumach business. We're not going there anymore. We're out of the Dabbleverse. This is not what we do. We do a show. We're professional.
Making up this thing. They go, well, he's not hitting his goal. Haven't missed one the entire 2.5.
There's video proof of you not hitting the goal.
And even if he does hit the goal, then it's just laundering money back and forth.
Johnny.
Yeah.
So they
What are
started
you, the flu?
instead of just taking.
By the way, can you pause it really quick?
They couldn't,
Yeah.
and they
Because
turned their
I've seen people mention this. So what? So now you and Shuli are going at it. Like,
No,
what's-
I literally was in a green room with him 2 weeks ago, and he was talking about
exactly.
how fucking crazy Kevin is, and he's trying to get me over to the Shuli Network. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, everything's great. His producers love me. They said that was hilarious. They want to work with me. And then I wake up to this. I'm like, okay, I guess. So I think that's Bob telling everyone not to work with me. And I'm like, all right, Bob, thanks.
But wait a second. But Bob works with Kevin, and Kevin shits on Shuli all the time.
Because they're all full of shit. All of them. They're all full of shit. Bob's trying to ruin Chad, even going as far as saying he called and threatened him doing this pot because he's trying to cover his ass for threatening Chad. Yeah, I got to go see that. I got to go back and watch because if he did that, that's fucked up. I never called him. He doesn't have my new number. Trust me.
you into an L while we just sat and tap danced and did our show. It was a lot of fun to watch. Well, we were also saying, while all of those people were, shitting on us.
I just want to get to this point,
come on,
and we'll
all
shut him
fair
down
in
because he's
radio
hard to listen
wars.
to.
And I'm like, no, I'm more of a radio guy than you guys are. In radio wars, that's not how it works.
Do you think he's a radio guy, Tony?
You guys are wrong. You don't know how to do this.
Oof.
This is all going to come back to bite you.
Oof.
Right
Do you think
now,
this guy's a radio guy?
is your pit bull.
I'm ashamed I worked in that business.
Which is a person.
He's claiming right now that he warned everybody, Bob, Kevin, that I was going to come back and bite them. And this is not going to end well. There's no evidence of him saying this at all, anywhere, ever. He's lying through his teeth the way Bob and Kevin were lying today. Just
a white person who exclusively has sex with black men.
He's making fun of the mud shark name, and he's given the Urban Dictionary. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. We know what it means. We know, and I think it's funny that I just took it and I ran with it, and I'm trying to get it to rename the definition. I think it's hilarious.
By the way, look at the MS guy. I mean, it's like it's slowly killing him even more being on the show.
Yeah, you're literally killing your co-host.
Yeah, it's like it's like who is that? Fez Watley?
Yeah. This guy has MS. He's on crutches. He makes him drive over to his house for 4.5 hours for $50 a day.
For $50,
and he has
which
to
is
listen to this
almost
guy.
as much as Kevin gave you on MLC, right?
Yeah, I mean it's nothing compared to what I make now.
And then,
by the way,
and then isn't he on there tomorrow? Didn't I see he's on there tomorrow? And then I think Stevie Lou is the co-host the next couple of days.
Oh, I hope so. I'm watching that. Oh, I can't wait to see Stevie Lou on the show. Oh, this is going to be fucking beautiful. Jump in the chat, hit subscribe. We're not going to hit the goal today. Jules David with 99 cents. That's not working.
But hey, whatever, like everybody needs a gimmick, right? So the guy who exclusively has sex with black men,
he's talking about
started.
That's his little zing with the mud shark.
I believe he through the mud, using the OnlyFans daughter to do it, calling her a whore.
He actually put a picture of her up. Too,
Put a picture of her up.
Gina's, yeah.
You mean the 19-year-old celebrity with 10 million followers and verified? Okay.
Twitter for a while. Gina sent me a message saying, "Hey, you were right." So and I actually appreciated that. And I told her, I go, "Look, I feel bad for you."
I seriously doubt Gina reached out to Steel Toe. You were right. He's such a bullshitter. Steve C, $5. Reread the Gina tweet. It's clearly not her verbiage. It was Bob tweeting on her account to stir shit up. You think so?
Well, if that's the case, no, Bob has the grammar of like,
yeah, he's an
MS
idiot.
guy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. In full disclosure, I don't know Gino. I've never met her, so I don't know. I mean,
she seems nice.
I mean, she's an attractive. I've never said nothing bad about Gina Levy until what she said about my mom. So, Bob, if that was you did this. You did it all. You're an asshole. Dislabeled Stevie Lou Wednesdays. You're jealous, Tony.
Stevie Lou on Wednesday.
Oh, I can't wait to watch.
I love Stevie Lou Wednesdays.
Okay, I'll be down in a moment.
She'll be down in a moment. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry this is happening to you, but I told you this was
I'll
going
have to
happen.
jump off here in a minute here.
You got to go?
Yeah, the tow truck. I got to deal with this bullshit.
Okay. Well, if you want to do your plugs, I can finish this up.
Yes, I'll do my plugs. Patreon.com/Tony Mazur. Please sign up. $3 a month. You get a bunch of podcasts a week, including this one. And I talk sports, politics, pop culture, all that stuff. And yeah, I've been getting more ornery on the podcast lately. So it's a lot of fun. So please go there. Sorry, I got to cut it short, but enjoy the rest of the.
You were barely on your show today.
I know, exactly. It's like I'm like Anthony Cumia. I'm barely there for my own show.
There it is. All right, Tony
All
Mazur.
right.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everybody. Sorry about that. I'll see you guys next week.
That's all right. We'll be back next week. We'll be broadcasting. Today was a rough day. It was a long day. Jason Banks, $1.99, test to see if my super chats are working from my phone. Well, guess what, Jason Banks? Today is your lucky day. It fucking works, baby. Tony got a flat tire today. That's why he's dealing with shit. Real life stuff, you know? So let's get through this steel toe. Watch him try to own this. Like he told Bob Levy, he told Gina apologized, and this is what he meant by the blowback.
Everybody else, because Chad's not like everybody else. He's
special.
He's a different.
Special. I'm special.
He cannot help himself. You look at how he's easily led by his chat. He's got hundreds of people at a time watching him just to watch him melt down and fall apart
or get drunk,
look like an ass, get drunk, all these things. And this guy, no matter how many times like Gino went on his show to explain it to him or tell him what he's wrong about or what he's lied about, it's met with a blank stare and he just goes on doing his thing. So I told these guys, because Bob Levy would tell me, I'll take care of it. I've got it handled. Don't worry. I said, Bob, no offense. You don't have all this handled. You're not going to be able to control.
He pretends like him and Bob are like super tight. Like they've gone.
I said to Bob, I don't want this to blow back on you. And remember how much shit I got for telling Bob, I don't want this to blow back on you.
You're so full of shit, Steel Toe. This is not what you meant. You came at Bob with a fake threat. It had nothing to do with me. You're such a fucking liar. All you liars. You say I'm a liar? I'm a lying for entertainment. You're just lying to cope. You're so full of shit.
What a cunt you were.
What a piece of shit I was trying to help a pal.
They're not your friends.
These people aren't your friends, as Mersh would say.
You're quoting Mersh?
He goes after Gina.
Who quotes Mersh?
And he goes after Bob, saying he's going to find him and do all this shit to him. None of it surprises me.
I never said I was going after Bob and find him and do all this shit. It's another lie. It's so easy to point out these lies. I said, Levy, if you want to kill me, here's my address. I gave it to him. I didn't say I'm coming after you.
I almost don't even hold the guy responsible. I blame the Brennans and the Levys of the world who were holding the fucking leash, telling me that I was wrong while I saw the shit coming from a mile away. And if Chad's watching this, which I'm sure he is,
oh yeah,
Chad, I don't blame you. I really don't. Not only is this who you are, but you told the stepdad story, you told the sauna story, you told all these other stories. They laughed at you. They ridiculed you. They mocked you endlessly. They put you into a corner. And the minute you saw that you discovered that Bob and Kevin were using you as a whack packer and that Shuli was using you as a whack packer.
What was Shuli doing with me? Like Bob and Kevin were being shitty to me, but unlike you, I have thick skin. You're a very thin-skinned beta male who has 25 moderators blocking everybody at a time that has anything remotely negative about you. I can take it. I just wanted Kevin to fucking appreciate what I brought to the table. That's all I wanted. And now I'd rather do the show this way because I get paid more. It just makes sense financially.
You saw it and you went, you know what? I don't like these guys anymore. I'm fucking out of here.
Why are you telling me how I think? This is not what I'm thinking. This is not what I was doing. You're lying again.
I'm going to make the money on my own. And you did. And by the way, now all these people who are mad at Chad, like Shuli's blocked him. He was going to let Chad use his producer, Joe, who producer Joe's kind of a douchey little guy anyway. And you're better off without him. But he'll turn on you too. In fact, he did. He said, I can't work with you anymore because I don't like what you did to Bob. Now, wait a minute.
He's only saying this because Joe fucking worked him on Ray DeVito's interview. So, now he's douchey. That's funny.
I don't think anybody should be allowed to stop working with Chad because of what he did to Bob. Because Chad did it to me.
He did it to other people.
Chad did it to April. Chad did it to other people. And you guys.
What did I do to you?
So
I responded after 2 months of you coming after me. Don't play the victim here, buddy.
I'm sorry. Your moral posturing to me falls a little short. And I'm willing to talk to you about it. But again,
thanks, buddy.
all you had to do
was
listen to me. All you had to do is hear what I told you.
You're just like Levy. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm not listening to any of you fucks. You're all fucking phonies. You're all a bunch of fucking liars.
But you wanted your whack pack. You thought, no, Chad's our whack packer. Chad's going to be good. Chad will take the money. Chad will take the attention. He's a whack packer. Chad is not a whack packer, and you cannot treat him that way. Is Jake Hudson a whack packer? Absolutely.
Listen, I know my value. I know what I bring. The show's getting bigger. I'm doing it on my own. I knew he would turn on me one day. I just knew it. I knew Kevin didn't want me there. I just felt that he was still holding on, harboring hard feelings from our first time we broke up when I was going through a difficult time. I knew it was never going to be the same. And my whole goal the whole time was I'm just going to build my shit back up. Because I was doing the Kumia Cuck show, which was popular, almost hit 700 views yesterday, consistently over 150 over Shuli's show. So I knew what I was doing. Beloved Chatter, $2. Has Mooby ever met any of these people in person? No, that's the thing. He doesn't know any of these people in the game. He's never met any of these people in person. All of them. Where I have. Even his subject people, like Dave Landau and Bert Kreischer or Brennan. I know them all. They got my number in their phone. So he's a pretender. Steve C, $2. Skin like rhino. Fuck yeah. All right. This is when people are getting drunk. I'm not. I'm sober. I'm sober, Chad, now. That's what I do. Because you guys were like, oh my God, look at him. He was drunk. Yes, I know. I took a poll on Twitter. I said, drunk or sober? I knew it was a train wreck. Carl, duh.
But he pushed a couple lines too, though.
He did, but he's almost too stupid to know he did.
Oh, yeah?
So Chad, on the other hand, is a pit bull.
He only eats other people's kids, not mine.
Chad doesn't have the ability to put on a show. Chad doesn't have the ability to prep and do a show. He was a third mic stunt boy on an afternoon.
I was a co-host making over 100,000 a year, free car, more endorsements than anybody, #1 show in every demo, had a radio agent. You, on the other hand, were in the 200th market selling radio ads to be on the radio. That's the difference between me and you, Aaron. That's the difference between me and you. So quit lying. Kevin was doing that today too, and so was Bob. Bob said at the end of the show, I called him with a death threat.
Talk show. He's not a host. So all he can
I'm hosting right now.
Watch other people.
I host Sit Down Zumach, Kumias Cox, this.
People and act like an asshole. Now it's your guys' turn to have him stream snipe you and act like an asshole. I told you. Again, with the I told so's, but I fucking I told so.
He never said this to anybody.
It would happen.
No, you didn't.
What do you,
You
want? from
never
me?
ever
Well,
said
thank
this.
God there isn't any evidence of you telling them that it happened, like a online relationship feud thing that kind of like fell apart.
Yeah,
and
go
happened
find the
10 years
video.
ago. Hey, just watch your ass.
Guys, I'm not joking. $500 cash will Venmo, PayPal. I will send you, if you can find the video of Aaron saying, I told you Chad was going to attack you, Kevin Brennan and Bob Levy. He's a pit bull. He's coming after you. I told you so. $500 cash to anyone who finds that video. Go looking through everything. All his clickbait articles that say Chad Zumach on it. MLC, Kevin Brennan, find it. This guy's a liar. He's a liar. The fact that people give this guy money every day is a joke. It's a joke.
Right. I said, guys, he's going to turn on you. And he did. And then Chad went on yesterday and he put pictures of Gina's daughter up there. Now, I will say this. I don't condone that. I think it's wrong. I don't think you should be calling her a whore.
You don't stand for anything. She's a public figure, verified on all accounts. 10.5 million TikTok followers, a Wikipedia, articles, videos. She's more famous than you, me, Levy, all the cucks combined. Probably even Anthony at this point. Stevie C, yep, I'm buzzed. See, I knew it. I know a drunk super chat when I see one. I know a drunk super chat when I see one.
I don't think you should be bringing Bob's family in it.
I
just
do
to
think
settle.
she looks pretty nice.
She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah, did
She
I
really
say
is. She's a beautiful girl.
Did I?
I'm
She
a
looks
very
like Ariana Grande. She's
Say
gorgeous.
that Gina failed as a mother, and she's Bob's fourth wife. So I mean, he's basically just repeating the shit that he said to April and I, just with a different delivery and different side character.
Yeah, no, it's
If you
completely
will.
different.
It's really sad too, is because Chad doesn't realize she makes more money than he does, especially
All of
since
us.
No shit,
especially
Muppet.
Since, part of the money she
You don't think I realize that, Muppet? You really think I don't realize she's successful? Look at her. You're so dumb. Trying to control the narrative. You guys are just dumb people.
makes is probably coming from Chad.
So to me,
He probably
I
doesn't
don't-
realize she makes more money than him. You're fucking
I
dumb.
don't think that the Kevins and the Bobs of the world can look at Chad and go, well, this is all his fault. Just like, you know what? I'm even going to say, like, we made fun of Chad endlessly and how he's not talented, and we played his content, and he's not funny. He's not good at this.
No.
Chad's only recourse, because he doesn't have the ability to be funny and make fun of people, his only recourse is to get remarkably personal.
I don't have the ability to make fun of people. You're so dumb. You're so dumb. Aaron, pick a stage anywhere in the country. In your own backyard. I'll fly out to St. Cloud. Book a show. We have to go in front of strangers. You can't pack it out with your fans, your family, and April's family. We got to go in front of strangers. And I'll follow you on stage, because you said you used to be a stand-up comic and you did comedy. Let me follow you in front of strangers, and we'll see who's funny and who's not. We're going to find out real quick. Much like Carl, you guys live in your basement. You guys think you're hilarious because you're all laughing at each other, but go in front of strangers and make them laugh. That's what I do. People who don't even know who I am, they're barreled over, holding their stomachs. That's a fact. Jason Banks, $4.99. Chad, you're living in all these frauds' heads rent free. I'm genuinely baffled that anyone is a fan of Steel Toe, MLC, Shuley, unironically, Chad Nation. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. JG's still around. Steel Toe's trying to be relevant. It's over. He's already admitted defeat so many times. He looks foolish. Every time he says, we're out of the Chad business, we're moving on, we're not talking about it, we're never going to talk about him again. Here we are. What month is this? Jesus Christ. You started talking about me in the beginning of October 2022. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. So we're at 8 months of you constantly saying we're moving on. You haven't moved on. You won't move on.
Go over the line. step on the line, crush the line, be wildly inappropriate, not even to the point of being
funny.
Just a
It's
disaster.
hilarious.
And he destroys himself.
Selling your ex-wife books was
But
hilarious
there are
on every
people
level.
on the
Everyone
internet
loved
who
it.
like watching a guy fall apart, and they will egg him on and root him on.
It's called Schadenfreude, isn't it?
It's Schadenfreude. Chad's entire chat is Schadenfreude.
Are you?
So
JG,
Chad,
are you?
Chad gets egged on to do
JG,
all
are you Schadenfreude?
And this time the pit bull attacked his owners. And I'm sorry, but I told you he would attack his owners. And everything.
Find the clip where he told us so that I was going to attack Kevin and Bob. Find it. It doesn't exist. In his head, it does. In Aaron's mind, it exists, but it doesn't. Trust me. He's never said that. I've watched a lot of Steel Toe. Jesus Christ. Too much. Too much. This is a combination Kumia's Cucks Mondays with Mazur. Sergeant Barnes, $2. I missed it. What did you say when you called Bob? I never called Bob. Bob lied. Bob lied. That's a lie. Never called Bob. So if you guys want to drink the Kool-Aid and believe what they're going to be doing, by all means, they're going to lose more credibility by the day if they keep going down that road. Hypocrites. So Sergeant Barnes, don't drink that Kool-Aid. Here, let's just pull it up right now. Okay, hold on. We're going to prove Bob's a liar right now. Watch. If you're just tuning in, this will be up on memberships and Patreon later tonight. Look, it's just so you guys know, right here, I'm not doing anything. Hold on. We're going to go to recent calls. Recent calls. There's like random numbers in here. I don't know what they're to, but you can see the names. You can't see, when you see their name, you can't see the number. So this is, my last call came in 3:21. The last phone call I made was at 2:58. And that was to the finish line for a pair of shoes. So Bob's full of shit. I just showed you proof. You're welcome. JG. Schadenfreude. No. I raw dog it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Chad, you just delete it? I just showed you. There's no way you can delete a missed call. So go drink the Kool-Aid. Now they're just going to say you have a burner phone now. Go back to the woods. Okay. Okay. If Bob's that desperate, he has to go into lie mode to try to get back at me and try to manipulate the audience. All right. We'll start telling some more lies. Let's lie. I'll start lying. All right, let's finish this up because I got to get out of here. I've been broadcasting since 3:55.
Thing he's doing is beat for beat what happened with us. The only way that you can
he's trying to explain
take care of this guy is understand you have better numbers, you have an actual show, you have actual fans, you have things that he will never have. Ignore him. Let him die.
He's giving Kevin Brennan advice now.
Fester. Let him yell. Let
Bob,
him
Kevin,
scream.
Steel Toe's giving you advice.
Because here's what he does.
What does he do?
He plays his worst possible card first. He drops his nuke first. After you survive the nuke, you look around and you go, oh, you have nothing else left to threaten me
It's the
with.
Batman thing.
Yeah. You have nothing left to
They like referencing Batman.
That's it.
You can't start with the head. Your victim gets all fuzzy.
Right.
They can't feel the next. See?
So Kevin, Bob, Shuley, Joe, all of you guys.
Here's your
who have
advice.
now been bitten by the mud shark.
Yeah.
The guy who sleeps exclusively with
Coming for
black
April
men.
next, bitch.
That's what mud shark means.
Hey, man, it's all good to have your type.
It's 2023.
Speaking of mud
I
shark,
love Asian women.
So
go get my hat,
They call me
shirt.
a rice patty.
he
Go pick
he
it up.
now has turned around and bitten you. You're going to have to adjust. What are you going to do? He was on yesterday. He invited Gino on, and he thought he was going to destroy Gino and own Gino.
How dumb is that?
Gino came on, told him the truth.
I never said I was going to destroy Gino. He's such a liar. Liar. I never said that.
Right to his face and said, "You're a liar. You're not doing this right. You have to be happy."
He never said that.
To expose Bob and Kevin.
He never said I'm not doing this right.
Not do any of this petty horse shit. And Chad just sat there and took it.
He did a weird, I
was listening, something you're incapable of doing. I was listening to what he had to say. Go watch it. Everything you just said is a lie. Gino was texting me afterwards how great it was.
Credit to Gino. He did a weird thing where he'd be like propping him up, and then he would cut him down at the end of it. So he's like, look, man, you're doing great. You're happier. Things are going better for you. I'm happy for you, man. But by the way, what you did was really a piece of shit. And then
you're a liar, and you need to expose those guys. So, yeah, Gino, no offense to Gino, I didn't think he had it in him to be like Machiavelli, to like play that game. And like, Chad's only going to hear the compliment.
Oh, yeah.
So he got to.
I love how he thinks he's always telling me what I think. He's telling me how I think.
I could drop that name. Who are these podcasts as they were airing? It's been proven that Chad can apparently be on air while unconscious.
Yeah, so, I can't.
So, I mean, apparently it might be in one ear, out the other, because he's not even here.
These weirdos in Minnesota, St. Cloud, Minnesota, like they're doing this thing in the basement, talking about me, obsessed with me. It's fucking hilarious. I got weirdos in Minnesota talking about me. I got some weirdo in Rochester in the basement talking about me. I got some fucking weirded fucking dude in Atlantic City, Jersey City talking about me, some 63-year-old man. Then I got fucking guy in New York City and Compound Media talking about me. I got they're all around. They're just all obsessed with some guy in Tampa, Florida. They're all obsessed. They're all piling on again. Unbelievable. It's hilarious to me. All of it's so funny.
Yeah.
Telling me how I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and what I'm doing wrong, why I don't do it right. All of them are doing the same fucking thing.
Then all of them. Yeah. Oh.
Meanwhile, you guys continue to support, continue to sign up. A lot
of people on Only make more money than we do. They have better tits than us too. It's weird.
Yeah, Riles says
he thinks I don't they think I don't think Bob Levy's stepdaughter is more successful than me. They're so stupid. She's more successful than all of us combined.
And look what happened in just a little over a month.
Watch this.
Citizen M, you could have set your fucking watch to it. Thank you. One for me.
He thinks he got a victory.
I'm running out of room for tallies on this side of the board.
He thinks he got a victory out of this.
Tallies.
He's so stupid.
Pragmatic Baxter says, Chad showed old. Yeah, he did all the dirty shit. He did all.
What did he say?
But
Why
like,
didn't you finish reading?
You dropped the nuke.
You literally didn't read the rest, and you're like,
so,
it's a really weird first move because
read the whole chat, dummy.
After that, it has to work.
Yeah. So, I wish those guys the best. Oh, and then he decided to pick a fight with Mersh, which I can tell you this about Mersh. Mersh is never going to leave you alone.
Do you think I give
this is going
fuck
to be
about Mersh?
An obsession now.
Do you think I care at all about Mersh?
I mean,
I saw the video of Mersh walking in. He's a fat fuck. Do you think I watch Mersh? Do you think I watch anything he does? Do you think I'm scared of Mersh? You're just a moron. A bunch of fucking nerds. Mersh is a fat fuck who stole Red Bar's gimmick. Ooh, oh no, Mersh, don't hit me. I told you yesterday, I'm at the Tampa Improv. I'm on Godfrey's show, 7 o'clock. Easy to find. Easy to find. Never showed. So, ooh, look out. Levy's going to fly down here, beat me up. Mersh is beating me up. Everyone's coming to beat me up. All right. Steve C, $5. Never take advice from one with a chomo stash. Yeah, is terrible facial hair. Terrible facial hair. Corey Adam 220. Bob's daughter has gonorrhea and Gina is ashamed. I don't know about that. Am I not supposed to read it, Bob? Am I not supposed to read it, Bob? Because it mentioned your famous stepdaughter. Unbelievable. All right, guys, we're going to shut it down. We did an hour. That's good enough. Then I got 2.5 hours of Mudshark Loves Misery. We're going to be back tomorrow at 4. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know I like fun. If you watch this show, I'm constantly talking about fun because it's just a fun show. Fun. But thank you so much. My apologies that Tony Mazur is only on his show for 20 minutes. I didn't even get to talk to him about Dave Lando. He hung out with Dave Lando over the weekend. I wanted to find out about that, but he was dealing with a flat tire. That's never good. But thank you very much for your contributions. This will be up members only. You can gift the membership to a loved one, if you will. You can sign up to Patreon. It's all up there. It's all up there, guys. Thank you so much for everything. Wait, Girth Brooks, let me get this in real quick. He's a membership. Strike Bob now, ASAP, with those threats he made. Go to the police. Yeah, if anybody got a copy of MLC of him telling me to go kill myself and everything, please strike it, because that's fucked up. Very fucked up. And he thinks he's going to break me? Bob, you think you're going to break me? Really? You don't know what I've been through, bro. I know you think you're a tough guy. Grew up in Brooklyn. You don't know what I've been through. You have no clue what I've been through my life. I share my life. I try to make Kevin's show. I was trying to make it entertaining, tell stories. But you're going to break me? You're not a good guy. You're not. As much as you try to pretend you're a good guy, there's a reason why you have to smoke weed all day long, because your thoughts, because you realize you're not a good guy. And pot makes you mellow where you're not an asshole. We saw who you were today. You lied. You threatened to kill me. I'm a piece of shit. I have no friends. All of that. Just a lie. Pile on, Bob. Join the cucks. All of them. Get on. Bring them all on. I'm at war with you bitches. All of you. Come on. Got a 63-year-old. We got some loser in Minnesota. I want all of you. Carl, come on. Bring it. Bring on Kumia. Who cares? It just shows you're a phony, Kevin. You're just a phony. Hype train. I did a hype train during MLC. I'm not doing one right now. This is not the hype train show. Best drummer in the world in Rochester. Kevin invites Carl on MLC and allows. It just makes Kevin look bad. He thinks he's getting to me. No, it makes you look like you don't stand for anything except money. However you can get money. That's a fact. All right, I got to get out of here. Enough Kevin Brennan, Bob Levy. I got to go live life. So thank you very, very, very much. You're awesome. We appreciate it. Let's count the troops and bring home